You are so...
Hi, I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Hello, thank you. You joined us and watched the community garden on Enfield Street. I'm so thankful for all of the collaborators that work with us, starting with Mayor Pedro Segarra for allowing the resolution to go forth and allowing us to have the land. And also, I got introduced, not so much introduced, reintroduced to Knox Parks Foundation, Ron Pitts and Charmaine Craig with Knox Parks. They were the ones that stepped in and said, we can help you on this project. We can get the land and we can help you to make it into a wonderful garden. And we have Val Bryan here representing Hartford Food Systems. Martha Page jumped in and said, we can help also with this project and provided raised beds for our families. I'm so excited, and I'm going to turn the mic over to Ron Pitts of Knox Parks Foundation to close us out. Thank you for coming to the community garden on Enfield Street.
Thanks, Evelyn. The beauty of this place is we provide the bones and the skeleton, but the gardeners do the work. The gardeners provide the beautiful vegetables that you see behind us, and they're the ones who actually do the work. They grow the food. Now, this was a vacant lot at one time. The grass was this tall. There was garbage in it. There was cans. There was bottles. It got all cleaned up, and now it's a productive space. We're actually raising food here. We're planting some fruit trees over on the side today as well to complement the vegetable gardens and the raised beds. So not only are we going to have vegetables, we're also going to have fruit at a little later date, which is a wonderful thing. And thank you to everybody who works in this garden.
Hello, how you doing today? My name is Kenneth Still. I'm here at the Gardens of Eve. I planted my own vegetables. They're doing fruits right now, and I'm kind of proud of it because it changes the community, for the urban community and for the community of Hartford, to inspire people to do better. So I'm proud of myself also. Thank you.
Well, I wanted to introduce you guys to a special group of people. This is the tree crew from Knox. These guys, in the past 2 years, actually the past 3 years, they've planted about 3,000 trees in the city. So that lady right there in the green. You know what they call her? They call her tree lady. They call her a lot of things, but the mayor calls her the tree lady. The tree lady. She's in charge of the program that puts 1,000 trees on Hartford streets. And this is a really special occasion because we're planting trees that actually give food. Yes. Food. Actual food to eat, just like it's grown in these beds. Same thing is going to, we're going to have some nice fruit on these trees. I don't see any small fruit on these, but as soon as we get these in and they start growing, it won't be long. I'm thinking maybe next year we'll have fruit on them. All right, so the tree crew and I are going to show you how to plant the tree. Then what's going to happen, once we get this tree in the ground, we're going to continue and you guys can actually plant the trees yourself.
For me, this is a really blessed day, and it's a win-win for everybody. The neighborhood is really thriving. It's not just the garden and the fruit trees. Evelyn has taken on this block to transform it. There are flowers on the sidewalks that wasn't there before, and the neighbors have gathered in this great space. So we look forward to continuing to support, and our future moving forward is to finish this up, get a nice fence and an irrigation so that we can really go big time. Thank you so much.
All right. So the first thing, well, the holes are dug. The first thing is to make sure that you have the hole the right depth. You can't plant the tree any deeper than it is on the root ball. If you plant it any deeper, only 2 inches of extra soil could kill a tree. Only 2 inches. You think that these trees are these mighty things and these strong things, but only 2 inches can kill a tree. 2 extra inches can kill a tree. So be very careful about when you put the tree in. that it goes level with the top of the root ball. And that
Okay, this is very important because first place, I love purple. So this is an eggplant, and it's growing very pretty. And my tomatoes, I love tomatoes. And then I have hot pepper and sweet peppers over here. And this is my favorite, one of my favorites too, collard greens, and they're about ready to eat. String beans are coming on pretty. And this is turnips. And plus I have like beets right down in here. Yeah, they got overtaken by the turnips, but that's okay. And beautiful sunflowers. And what else do I have? I have Brussels sprouts hid somewhere under here, right in here. Yep. And my box is about to burst open, so I couldn't add anything else in there. So that's about all I have.
So since the mayor's here, we're gonna let him put the first shovel full of soil.
Go!
So let's get this in.
And please note that the mayor is the one who put the resolution forth for us to be able to use the land. So we're very thankful for that.
Thank you, Mayor.
I think we have a lot more land that we can put to good use.
There you go.
I think the trick is to have a plan, you know, for the different lots. There's a lot of room for
Go ahead, push that straight.
creating new housing, and but in the meantime,
Wait, you guys, I want to
it
get
could be very productive.
Hold on.
Everything looks really good. Is that roof
Now, as you guys can see, the soil is kind of rough. Anytime you garden in urban soils, where there maybe was a building there at one time, you can see the bricks that came out. A lot of times the soil is not perfect. So what we do is we add this. We call this Hartford Black Gold. And what this is, and this is another thing we can thank the mayor for. This comes from all the leaves that get collected along the side of the road. It goes to a place in Farmington. It gets put in piles, and eventually it comes back like this. These are all the leaves that came off the roads and out of your yards. So, and the mayor makes that possible for residents to be able to use this compost.
Hopefully we'll have our own composting plant in Hartford.
I hope so. I hope that's
drive our
coming.
leaves to Farmington only to bring them back. I mean, you bring it back in nice shape.
Yeah, but that's not sustainable. Yeah. Anyway, because the soil isn't perfect, what we're going to do is we're going to add some compost underneath it, so the roots can have some nice nutrients to grow into. All right, why don't you guys take the burlap off? And I also, since the mayor is here, I want to thank the mayor too, because we talked about the trees that we've been putting in the ground. The mayor made that possible, so we can thank him for that.
Wow, Mayor, you've been doing a lot of things around here.
I just been doing what I've been told to do. But that's okay. That's a good thing. The problem is when people want things done and they don't get done. I come from a very small town in Puerto Rico. I was born, and it's actually a little town in a rainforest. And my grandparents and my great-grandparents are coffee farmers. So they plant coffee, cocoa, but they also have a very sustainable farm: bananas, oranges, yams, potatoes, avocados, peas, beans. At one time, my grandmother tells me when she was a little girl, the only thing they went to market for was for cloth to sew their own dresses and for paper to write letters and keep records and stuff. Says other than that, she says, we even have gourd trees, and you dry the gourds and you can use that into bowls, dipping bowls. You can make cups.
We got away from that.
Well, see, the mayor talks about Puerto Rico, but it used to be the same here.
Yeah.
We used to raise our own food in our own neighborhoods. We don't do that anymore. And that's why, I don't know about you guys, but when I see 40% of our food comes from California. California is in a huge, like a centuries-old drought. They haven't had that kind of drought in centuries. And the whole state is on fire because it's so dry. That's where 40% of the food for this country comes from. That's a little scary to me. So this is what we need to do more of.
I think in the process of commercialization.
Not to mention our food bill.
Yeah, food bill, yes. I think that's exactly what happened. As people found it profitable to separate us from the food supply, they kept on, and now even in terms of getting supermarkets go to places where it's more profitable for them. So then it creates a lack of access for our communities to have good markets. So this is a win-win all around. And now does this lot go all the way to the bottom?
Yeah, it does. So there's a bit large potential. So leave our work cut out for us. Anyway, here you go. Would you like to put the next one up?
Now, the reason why my grandfather tells me that the farm is not being as productive as it once was is that my uncles didn't particularly care for the hard work that goes into farming, and they opted to go to the cities, and then from the cities to New York, and from New York now to places like Florida, retirement. But I have a garden at home. Charlie, my partner, really does a good job in terms of maintaining it. I want to get more into the veggies and the fruits and the trees, because everything now is pretty much just decorative. Makes it look real pretty, but I really, when I come and I see actual vegetable gardens, I get really inspired to have one.
It is a blessing, because I tell you, when I ate my first squash from my very own garden 2 days ago, I was blown away at how big that squash tasted. And I'm like, oh wow, you mean it took a few seconds to plant this, and something really nice.
Now, Mike McGarry is really into the sweet potato thing. Do you have sweet potatoes?
He tried to tell me that we should plant sweet potatoes in the whole thing when he came by. He wanted to turn it into a sweet potato
He's
farm.
an Irishman. They're still recovering from the potato famine. So that's potatoes all over the place. So what kind of trees do we have?
This is a cherry tree. We have cherries, peaches, and pears. Yeah, 2 cherries, 2 peaches, 2 cherries. Fun. Yeah.
Until we have a frost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the flare.
Yeah. See, and it's on an angle, so I think it's perfect. So when a tree is planted on a slope like that, you actually should burn the bottom. So when the water, when it rains or when you water it, this will catch the water and it'll direct it around the roots. That's what that berm is for. And since it's planted on a slope, you have to plant it deeper on top and a little higher here. So these guys did a good job here.
It's such a joy to be here today after talking about this, having an idea and then seeing it actually happen. And it wouldn't have happened without Evelyn or with Knox and Hartford Food System. But Evelyn was really the key person to making this happen and not giving up. So it's a wonderful, inspiring place, and we hope that there will be other city lots that will want to do the same thing in their neighborhoods with folks like Evelyn who come out and say, yes, we can do this also. Because this was the city's idea initially. The city health director talked about having gardens on empty lots. So then we just had to try to make it happen. So thank you everybody who's making this such a beautiful place and such a healthy place. And we hope that it will spread throughout the city.
dish needs to be deleted, sir.
How do you judge a law firm's success? Cases won, money made, or what the firm does in the community? At Dressler Strickland, we know that success is just the beginning. The true measure of success is what you do with it. For 33 years, we've used our success to help our neighbors and our community. 24/7, 11/22. Whenever you need us, we'll be there. Dressler Strickland, building communities one case at a time.